life, love, relationships.
Wait, we're gonna give away all our secrets?
Welcome to The Man Perspective
With K-Man
and The Dawn.
Today on The Man Perspective, we're talking about extreme sports, skydiving, bungee jumping, cliff diving, all those dangerous activities for people who like to live on the edge for that adrenaline rush, right? K-Man, have you ever taken part in any type of extreme sports?
Nope. It doesn't interest me, man. I value my life way too much to do the craziness. Now you crazy as hell. That's the one thing I admire about you, man. You are crazier than hell. Be bungee jumping, you understand? To be jumping out of damn airplane. You are crazier than hell.
I've never gone bungee jumping. There's just something about jumping off the side of some cliff or whatever with a rubber band basically holding my life at its elasticity, right? I have gone skydiving. I've jumped out of a plane at almost 11,000 feet. It was tandem, so that means there's, a professional attached to your, back harness, and, they control the parachute and all that stuff. But I'll tell you the story, right?
You crazy as hell.
But I'll tell you, it was one of the best experiences I've ever had. Amazing.
I don't even like roller coasters. You understand? When they, the worst roller coaster, I'm gonna let you get back to your story, but a quick note. The worst roller coaster that I went on, right, was when I went to California at Disneyland, right?
Mm.
And my nephews were like, come on, Uncle, let's go on this, what was it, Sky Mountain or something, the Space Mountain coaster, right? But what they didn't tell me was that the roller coaster is in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, pitch dark, not a little bit of dark. That joker was pitch dark back then. I don't know how it is now, but back then it was pitch dark. So you couldn't see your hand in front of your face. Okay? We doing drops. We doing 100-foot drops, 200-foot drops, loop-de-loop. And the great thing about it is you can't see where it's coming. So my heart's in my mouth, man. I don't know where I'm at, man. You understand? And we twisting and turning and doing dips and drops and stuff like that. I said, man, y'all crazy to get me on this ride. And by the time that ride was over, man, my heart was beating. I said, man, y'all crazy as hell, man. I ain't doing no roller coaster like this. Okay? And pitch darkness. You go ahead with your story, man, because I don't even want to do roller coasters. So jumping out of a plane ain't what I'm going to do.
I'll be honest with you. There are some roller coasters that I don't like, and most of them are the type that go upside down with the whole loop-de-loop. I just don't like it, right? But I'll jump out of a plane. I have no problem doing that. Hey, you. Yeah, you. You right there. Forget about what's in the oven. Don't worry about the dog and what they're doing. I want you to pick up your phone right now. I want you to search for The Man Perspective on your iTunes app or your podcast app. I want you to hit subscribe so you get all the latest episodes of The Man Perspective. And then I want you to listen. I want you to like it. And then you should go check the stuff in the oven there. You don't want that to burn now. Hurry up, go. The Man Perspective with K-Man
and The Dawn.
It was about 10 or 12 years ago, maybe 13. And we did it at a place in the next county, right? So we go there and we got into this little single engine plane, and the plane took about a half hour, maybe 20 minutes to get to that like 10,000, 11,000 feet mark. And then all of a sudden the door flips open on the side of the plane. So I'm attached to, my jumper, and the door is open, and I kind of poke my head out there, and you just see like it's just open sky, right? And there's a little bit of clouds, but fairly clear and open sky. And so we just kind of step out onto the landing gear and dive right off of it.
Now you're underneath them, so you getting the first hand.
Oh yeah.
You're seeing it up close. Am I right or wrong? Right? Because he's on top of you and you on the bottom, so you actually seeing yourself falling down.
Yep.
Wow.
So you're in free fall. You are headed towards the ground at what they call terminal velocity, which is 125 miles an hour. Talk about a rush like you've never experienced in your life.
I'd have pooped on my pants at that point, man. He'd have to smell it. As far as I'm concerned, he damn sure would have to smell it, man. Say, listen, nothing I could do on that one. You got to smell this one, pal.
It was amazing, though. It was.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden, the chute opens, and it's like going from 125 miles an hour to 0 in the blink of an eye.
Wow.
And then you're just kind of floating. And that's when the adrenaline starts to calm, and you actually get to see all of the beauty of being that high up. Like from where I was, we could see the New York City skyline.
Okay.
And I mean, you could just see for miles and miles. I mean, it was absolutely beautiful. And then you kind of just like float up there, and they let you control the, I guess, I don't know what it's not a rudder, but I don't know what they call it, but you got the two, I guess, ropes that you're hanging on to, and you pull them a certain way and you kind of go that way with it. So you kind of out there playing and stuff like that. And then you kind of descend down to the ground, and then you kind of come in, I don't want to say running, but maybe like jogging. You kind of jog in, and then they unhook the chute and you're on the ground. But I mean, I'm telling you,
and you do it for fun.
Oh yeah, I paid to do this,
and that's fun for you.
I mean, it's not something that I would do regularly, but I got to tell you, it was an amazing experience.
Would you do it again?
I would do it again. Absolutely.
You would? Okay.
Absolutely do it again. Honestly, you know what I would like to do if I was going to do it again? You know those big military jets that carry like the Hummers and the tanks, and it has the big door on the back that opens up?
Yeah, yeah.
I would like to take one of those up to about 15,000 feet, have them open that back door. I run and do a cannonball out of the back of it.
See, that's why you crazy as hell. You see, that's exactly why you are crazy.
It's almost an indescribable experience just because there was so much happening and so much to take in that it's almost like I can't explain all the details, because it was just so, I mean, don't get me wrong. When you're headed towards the ground at 125 miles an hour, it is chaotic as hell, but it's an adrenaline rush. The real beauty kicks in when the chute opens and you just kind of float there. I mean, you're moving, but you feel like you're floating compared to the deep dive at 125 miles an hour. But then that's when you just kind of, how everybody says, stop and smell the roses. That's that moment. And you just take it all in. You're like a bird, just kind of hovering up there, and it kind of all clicks for that moment. It's one of the best experiences I ever had.
Hit them with the bang bang, the man perspective.
Tune in to the man perspective, because we're bringing everybody together.
Togetherness is what wins. Love is what wins, and life is what wins. On the man perspective,
with K-Man
and the Don. The Don, damn it, you're more man than I am, because I ain't trying to jump out no damn plane, no time soon, nowhere, no way, no how. I'm gonna make sure my feet is on the ground. Okay, and the only time I'm flying in the plane is doing exactly that. Flying in the plane. I ain't jumping out the damn plane, but I'm flying in the plane with my feet inside the plane until we land. Okay?
I hear you.
So you are damn sure more man than I am on the man perspective.
Oh, the other thing that I've done was I've rented cars, like race cars, and raced them around the track at like 140 miles an hour.
Okay.
That was a pretty cool experience. I mean, that was more of a controlled experience than like skydiving, but that was an awesome experience.
Now, speed I can do. I can do speed. I didn't have to have a race car to do it, but I've done 150 miles an hour on the road, in racing and things like that. I had a little car one time. I had a little Honda Accord, right? I had a NOS system. I don't know if you're familiar with racing. They have a nitro. Yeah, it's a nitro oxide system. It had hooked to a button, man. And one day I was driving from, I think, from Jersey into Delaware, Delaware into Maryland or something like that. And I hit the thing, man, and I just took off 150 miles an hour, man. I was like, whoa, yeah. And when you're going fast, it's like a tunnel. You kind of see yourself like as a tunnel. So at that speed, man, you don't see nothing else but just a narrow tunnel. And it was a straightaway too, man. I did 150 miles an hour, and that was like unbelievable.
That's pretty crazy.
Unbelievable. Yeah. That was about the extreme that I've ever been in.
150 miles an
150,
hour. That's pretty
160. Yeah, it was like 150, 160 miles. Yeah, it was no joke, man. That was pretty fast. But anything else? Nah. I'm not going to risk my life. But hey, some people can deal with the extreme sports. And please get at us if you've done anything extreme and jumped out of planes or done anything dangerous that put your life at risk. Hit us up at themanperspective@gmail.com and let us hear your story as to what extreme sport you have done. The Man Perspective. Now you heard our perspective. It's time to hear yours. Get at us at themanperspective@gmail.com.
Or use the hashtag #TheManPerspective.